All right, finally have the house to myself, which means I can finally make this video. It's been a while. It's been, I think, 101, 102, 105 days. I've lost count at this point. As to when I said I would make this channel. I pitched it at the very end of the Bad MVM Opinions video I made in mid-December of last year. What happened? Why did I not end up using this channel for anything? Why did I promote this channel to 250,000 people and just leave it there? Nothing done with it. I want to go into that. I want to explain where my head's been at, what are my thoughts on tf2 content going forward, and really just why I've been so, I guess you could say, paralyzed in making further content for this game. I was further paralyzed. Not that much the case anymore. So originally, when I launched this channel, I made a community post saying that I would release a video within 24 hours. That obviously did not happen. And I want to explain why. But first, it requires a little bit of backstory as to, I guess, how my brain works in relation to making content and what my philosophy has always been. I think I've always been extraordinarily good at decoupling my success from what amount of it is related to me as a person and what amount is related to the niche I find myself within. I think it's fairly obvious to basically everybody, including myself. I'm not, this isn't an estranged variable to me, that the reason I'm successful is because there has been an open monopoly on MVM content that has existed in the tf2 community YouTube space for about over a decade now. Over a decade. It was 9 years at the time when I started making videos. And I got to go in there and mop up all that real estate for free. And I'm still doing that right now. That is the reason I'm a successful content creator. Now, you can wiggle around the edges. I'm a fairly good speaker. I'm a decent writer. Editing's kind of shit, but when you're the only guy on the block making that kind of content, people are very forgiving to an okay editing job and not something that's just, pumped up the ass in Adobe Premiere with special effects. So that for me has never really been a problem. But because I've always been very good at disassociating myself and who I am as a person from the success of my content, I don't feel like I, in many ways, have dealt with many of the, I guess you could call them, psychological hurdles in relation to making videos that I think many other YouTubers and definitely many other people in the TF2 community often do. So the benefit of that is I've always looked at my channel like very logically, very analytically. I'm not a person. I am an entity. I am like a string of numbers in a market with no replicatable alternative, and that's why you come to me. That's it. So a lot of the mental hurdles, it's like, no, I internalize that in like a very objective way, and I leave all emotion to the side in relation to making content. And I think things have boded out pretty well. So things like imposter syndrome or insecurity regarding your content or mental health issues or anxiety. These aren't really things that I've ever had to deal with as it relates to making videos. Other things outside the job, sure, but in like purely focusing on making YouTube videos, it has never ever been a problem for me. So, cut to this channel. I decided to, here's the actual story behind it. I had a sponsor for Raycon on that video, and I accidentally, when I was rendering, there was a rendering issue, I had to re-render, and that passed into the day after the video was supposed to come out. Now, a normal person would just say, okay, I'm gonna go to bed and I'll upload this tomorrow, but I wasn't sure if my sponsor would like that. So I had to rush to make sure that this video got out on the appropriate day. And in the end, it didn't actually matter, but I pulled an all-nighter essentially to deal with these rendering issues so I could finally get the video out. I originally wanted to have an accompanying video on this channel for when the video came out, right? Just some kind of case study to let people know what they were getting into with a subscription here. You know, it's not anything serious, not anything highly edited. But like I'll barely edit this, to be frank, because I ended up staying up late. I just wanted to go the fuck to bed. I was awake for like 20, 21 hours. Get me the fuck into the sheets. I don't want to look at a screen ever again. So I go to bed after I upload the video. And I wake up and I see that this new channel has, I think, like 1,500 subscribers in 12 hours, something like that. And that just freaked me out. It's dumb. I know it's very, very dumb, but I hope you guys need to see where I'm coming from here. There's not one video on my channel that has less than 100,000 views. Every video I've ever uploaded, 6 digits. Every time. That has never affected me in any kind of weird mental way. But 1,500 people subscribing to a channel with no content, no case study, nothing, just purely based on the confidence and the enjoyment of me as a person. 1,500 people, 1%. It freaked me out. It did. I don't know if that's imposter syndrome. Probably is. But I know there was just an overwhelming feeling of, I do not deserve this. Right? That's a whole fucking high school's worth of people in half a day coming here to say, I don't care what you're uploading. I don't care if it's shit. I don't care if it's poorly produced or poorly edited. You know, it's unscripted, unedited. I'm unkept. Right? Like, no one gave a shit. They just wanted to see me. How amazing is it that I have a fan base that's willing, even in a small part, give me that chance? I don't deserve it. And I understand this is the biggest first world problem on the fucking planet. Oh, hey, a YouTuber living the goddamn dream life, you know, treating ad revenue like it's fucking welfare, so I get to go on vacation for 3 months. You know, this guy's bitching that his second channel, dedicated to be more personal and related to him as a human being, oh, now he's upset that it's growing too fast. Yeah, look, if you're watching this right now and you think I'm a fucking pussy, I don't blame you, right? I look at myself too, and I feel the exact same way. So no offense taken with that. So that's addressing the elephant in the room. I had this permanent paralyzation, a permanent stun lock and every day I'd open my fucking Google Calendar and I'd have it scheduled, like record a second channel video. And I'd push it back every single day. It's just taking that little tab. Bloop. You know, Tuesday, nope, going to Wednesday. Wednesday, going to Thursday. I'm not recording this, right? Like I've never felt insecure about my content. I've never felt insecure about me as a person. I've never felt like, you know, the YouTube game really gets to my head. Definitely not as much as other people. But this one did. This one really did. So yeah, that's why I've been gone. I think it's pretty shitty. It's very dumb. It's some weird psychological jumbo that, quite frankly, I've worked out. You know, and there wasn't much to work out to begin with. I was just being a fucking pussy. I turn on my camera, record, you know, talk shit into a microphone for half an hour, edit out like 5 minutes worth of pauses, and then you're good. Right? It's not rocket science. But this was the first time where I felt like I was really, really overthinking something that did not deserve to be overthought. Anyways, so that relates to the elephant in the room. Where the fuck have I been? On this channel, anyways. Why on the main channel? Why have I not uploaded much on the main channel? Well, the answer to that is even more simple. I stopped liking making tf2 content. I stopped engaging with the community. I stopped just playing the game in general, really. I had other things that I liked. The main thing, though, I'm not quite sure is related to that. Those are all big reasons, but I've dealt with those before. I work through them, make a video, passion comes back. No big deal. When I started the channel, I just made whatever I thought would be helpful and what were things that I wanted to do. That was it. Those were the criterias of whether or not I would make a specific video. Is it something people want to watch? And you know, am I in the moment would I not hate myself if I worked on this? This did not happen in 2024. In 2024, I had a plan, and that was I have a schedule. I have 3 pillars of my content, 3 pillars. Number 1 is like guide videos. Number 2 is, like video essay-esque content. And number 3 is drama videos. I got pretty sick of the drama shit though, so mainly 1 and 2. Mainly 1 and 2. We're kind of ditching the third one. There will be a few more drama videos in the future, inevitably, but it's more so things that I just want to like bookend and get a little ribbon on before I cast the present out into the ocean. I don't want to do this ever. It's exhausting. It's tiring, but it's also kind of fun. Anyways, what ended up happening was I would have a list of all the content ideas I wanted to make surrounding MVM. And I would take these content ideas and I would kind of just, order them, but order them in a way that is, like it covers all bases. It services all of my channel's demographics. So like one day I'd have a drama video. Okay, no more drama videos for 3 months while I work on other shit. So I do like a guide and then a video essay and then a guide and then a video essay. And I would, I just kind of balance things out and distribute my content plan in a way to where every aspect of my channel's viewer base had something they were looking forward to on a regular basis. And what ended up happening was I looked at that schedule and there were videos that I really did not want to make, but they were next in line. And rather than say, okay, well, you don't want to work on this right now. Why the fuck are you working on it? Go pick something else. I said, no, look, it's on the chart. It's on the chart. It's next in line. This is the video I have to make, regardless as to whether or not I enjoy it. That's gone. I'm done with that. I recognize that is a massive problem. Every time I open Google Docs, every time I open Sony Vegas, anytime I open OBS or Audacity, I should not be hating my life. Right? That's just the reality. So now my only plan for TF2 content is to make whatever I find fun. If that means like no guides, no drama content, just like pure fucking like video essays for 6 months, that's what I'm gonna do. So that's kind of the main channel issues covered. But what about this channel? Why? What's gonna be the point of this? Quite simply, this is a journal. The way I would constantly alleviate all of the thoughts going on in my brain, 24/7. They're always up there. They're never leaving. And the way I would deal with them is going on walks. Literally, I would walk like 2 hours a day, every single day, fucking Pokemon Go on my phone or go on a run or whatever. And no matter what happens, this would be my way of flushing out all the thoughts that are constantly bouncing around. And it was, that does work. But also, when I decided I wanted to make this channel, it was winter, right? It was December in Canada, right? Like, I'm not walking in that kind of weather for 2 fucking hours. No shot. No fucking shot. So I needed another outlet, another venue to get these goddamn thoughts out of my brain. This was my answer. Do I really need this anymore now that it's March, soon to be April? I'll be honest, not really. But I do think there is tremendous value in me as a content creator. Kind of giving you a bit of a director's cut as to who I am, what I think when I'm making content, what are some bullshit community things going on that I want to talk about enough in public, but like not enough to make a video. There's like a sweet spot of like I want to say more than a tweet, but I want to say less than a YouTube video. I feel like this is a pretty good venue for achieving that goal. But more than that, you'll notice something here. I'm face revealing, right? I'm in the flesh right now. Why? Every other TF2 content creator, pretty much, is completely faceless. And that to me makes complete sense. The average person, you guys have jobs, they have hobbies, they have interests. They don't want their online personas to follow them into the real world. And for every other content creator I know, they tell me, oh, maybe I'll face reveal. I'm like, you know what? If you want, do you, right? I'm not going to tell you not to do it. But I think it's a bad idea. The reason I think it's a bad idea is, you have one PewDiePie bridge moment. I'm not saying anyone in this community would do that, but if you were to have that happen, that follows you around forever. Now, I'm not saying I'd make that mistake either, but I could make an off-kilter joke or some dumb bullshit like that, and no matter what happens, that follows me forever. But I'm fine with that. I don't really have any ambitions for any kind of job outside of making YouTube videos for tf2. Is that kind of sad? Maybe, but it's the way I'm wired up here. It's the way I always have been wired. I do not want a job. Even YouTube to me is like too much work. I am a NEET through and through. I want to sit in my goddamn room, play video games 16 hours a day, and do that from age 22, which I am right now, to death. If I could have that life, I would not complain. People are going to bitch and say, oh, life could be so much more than that. Okay, I'm having fun, right? And the call of the NEET void and getting just endless amounts of YouTube ad revenue from old videos, I'm not going to say, it discourages you from working, right? I'm getting free welfare from YouTube. Like, do I really need to work? Not really. I can pay my rent with that, and, in tandem with savings. I don't have anything to worry about, but we'll see how the tariffs bear out. But back to the original point. The main reason I actually wanted to make this channel, and more than anything, wanted to face reveal, is, man, I am just so sick and tired of the fucking YouTuber worship in this community. If there's literally anything in this community that I want to go away, stop worshiping me. Stop worshiping any of us. We're fucking losers. We sit in our fucking parents' attic and play video games all day. And like we take the 3 a.m. Discord shit talk calls that we have with our buddies and then, rape a thesaurus, make it into a presentable video, and then there it is, right? That's what we do. That's what I do anyways. I should not be a hardcore authority on anything. I'm just a guy. I'm just a normal fucking guy. And I hope that by taking my voice out of the ether, I'm not this ethereal being. I'm just a dude. Okay? I'm just a dude. I have become kind of uncomfortable with the level of influence that I have. I don't like it. I just want to talk shit and play video games. I'm a normal guy. I wake up, I play tf2, I'll watch YouTube videos, I'll get mad at people on the internet, then I go to bed, I wake up, and I do it again. I'm a normal guy. Like, if you really want to do me a solid, just treat me that way. And I would hope that me being a bit more candid and being a bit more personal on this second channel would hopefully lead to that happening. So even though the usefulness of this channel on a personal level has dwindled for me a little bit, I still am going to make content for it. Because I think that end goal will make my life way better. And hopefully the community's life better too, but frankly, I've kind of stopped caring about the broader TF2 community. I mainly just care about myself, my own well-being, and my relation to how I make content on the internet, and my relation to my viewer base and what I can provide for them to make my presence on the internet as best as it can be. I just want to entertain. I just want to make people happy. And more than anything, I don't want to work. I don't want to work. I want to enjoy this job, if you can call it that. And I want to entertain people. Anything that works to service those three goals is worth it for me. And to me, this channel is worth it for me. So, I think that covers everything. I will have another video on this channel. I'm not giving dates. I'm not giving dates any fucking more. This is some bullshit. Not happening. I'll see you guys soon.